Hey guys, hope you're all good wherever you are in the world today and staying safe. Just a quick one from us today. We're going to be playing as China on the Millennium Dawn modern day mod for Hearts of Iron 4. They've recently just released a 1.91 version of the game, Hearts of Iron, the base game, and the Millennium Dawn guys who have been modding this now since July 2016. And they basically merged this all together in May 2019. So it was sort of Modern Dawn Classic, Modern Day 4. There was a couple of other mods that basically all came together into what you're going to see today. Like I mentioned, this has been a long time coming. There's a lot of people who have been waiting for this. The guys who have done this mod have done a fantastic job, truly excellent job. So let's go, let's crack on, let's see what we can do. You've got the Millennium Dawn, 1st of January 2000. We've got the 1st of January 2017. Now we're going to start from the year 2000. So Millennium Dawn, the world has changed. Globally speaking, an atmosphere of peace and prosperity has ruled for about half a century. With the recent end to the Cold War and the rise to the People's Republic of China, how will the world see itself? How will it shape itself? Will the United States continue its dominance? Will the new Russian Federation find a way into the spotlight? What roles will the former great European empires of Britain, France, and Germany play? And what role will the shadow of terrorism have? The world has changed. The world is changing. So here we are, guys. Select country: China, France, Germany, Japan, Russia, United Kingdom, States. And you've got all these countries down here as well you can choose from. You can actually click on the other countries tab and you can play as any country you would like to in the world. Now, we're going to be going as China because I feel like this could be really fun playthrough. We're going to go as China. We're going to see how the world develops. So we have the leader, Jiang Zemin. What a handsome fellow he is. Ideology is emerging outlook. We're an emerging aligned government. We never have elections and we are communists. You guys can have a quick read through this if you want to, but we are a communist state. The backwater of yesterday, the superpower of tomorrow. After decades of European bullying and even more decades of civil war, strife and invasion by the Japanese, China looks to rebuild itself as the foremost power of Asia and eventually the world. Under the leadership of the Communist Party, great strides have been made in building a new China. But as this new China is volatile, if China reforms too slowly, it may be destroyed. If it reforms too quickly, it might destroy itself. Let's go. So here we are, China. You've got old North Korea with old Kim Jong-il here, and South Korea with Kim Dae-jung. And here we are, Jiang Zemin of China. We're going to play on just regular difficulty, so no buffs for us. We're not going to make it more difficult for ourselves, but we're not going to make it easier for ourselves either. So yeah, we're going to give it a go. We're going to hop straight into this Chinese playthrough. Here is the world, guys. So obviously you've got Iraq. We all know about Iraq, owned by Saddam. Here we come, China. This is us. We have some details here that we're going to go through. So firstly, before I look into this and confuse you too much, we're just going to select a national focus as you would do with a normal game. Now this tab up here I absolutely love. So you've got budget focuses, you've got Chinese aggression focuses. So it tells you like what you can click on to actually look at going forwards and potentially take in more territory. You've got corruption, industry focuses as well. There's going to be a lot of those over this way. As you can see, the focus tree is ginormous, absolutely ginormous, and it's going to allow us to do an awful lot. I mean, an awful lot. So, yeah, let's see what we can try and do. So, firstly, you've got preserve the revolution. The millennium presents new challenges to our government's authority. We should decide whether we wish to respond to these challenges by blocking them or by embracing them. So, you can either go internet crackdown. The internet is nothing more than a hotbed of discontent and insurrection. We should prevent our citizens from using this form of media and censor all others along with it. So replace repressive government with a totalitarian government. So we basically just go completely down the bad route, basically. Yeah, you've either got netizen nation. The internet is not a substantial threat to our authority. In fact, we may even be able to use it to our advantage. So yeah, that takes you two completely different ways. You've then got this way completely, which is the Golden Shield Project. Modify repressive government. Modify repressive government. Okay, so we look at getting a different type of government. You then got, oh wow, all this you can go down. You then got proper state atheism. So we should conform to Marx, a dissident for religion, as the pay of the masses. While we can tolerate a certain degree of private belief institutionalized religion is undeniably a threat to the authority of the Communist Party. So that just gives us a bit of a boost in stability. Greater freedom of religion. So I think that's probably the thing to do. You then have one China policy. As well as largest country by population and fourth largest by landmass, it's no wonder there are those who wish for greater degree of autonomy within our republic. Consider what to do. So we've got two systems, one system, and again they take you in two completely different directions. You've then got regional influence, so the India subcontinent, the Korean peninsula, the South China. I mean, you've literally just so much you can do. It's insane. But I think we're going to start firstly with just the one China policy, get a bit of political power. So that's what we're working on at the moment. Now, you have here our tax rate of 18% gives us money, but also a corresponding 18% tax cost, reducing civilian industries available. So you can reduce taxes, increase taxes. I can't at the moment, but you can do. We gain 1.337 billion each day to income, and we lose 1.5 to expenditures. Okay, that's not great. The current party popularity is 67% of our particular party. We have to look at our research slots. So we have some research slots available. 1995 weapons. We're in the year 2000, so technology is obviously coming a long way now. You've got more tanks we can look at researching. Artillery as well. We're a bit behind on a few bits there. Land doctrines as well, which just look at. I mean, the amount of detail that these guys have done is just insane. Surface ships, submarines, carriers, helicopters, fixed-wing aircraft, bombshell aircraft, air doctrine, engineering, and industrial technology. Engineering, so 1945, computing. Maybe this one's a bit behind the times, but it increases our research speed, so let's do that. Internet, don't need to worry about that at the moment. Industrial, 1985, product efficiency cap has increased, research speed increased as well, and this increases a few bits like that as well. So and then we'll go back to the infantry and we'll land night attack plus 20%. Okay, so let's research those things, and then we've got lots of unassigned divisions. So we have an awful lot of divisions not doing a lot. These guys in Wuhan, which is of course the epicenter or the outbreak zone of the coronavirus. This is where we are. So outdated equipment. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. So we've got 3 civilian factories. So firstly, civilian factories. Let's get building some civilian factories, please. Marvelous. We then have 3 military factories. We've got 45 military factories that are doing absolutely nothing at the moment. Small arms. Let's chuck 5 on there. Let's chuck 5 on. I need to know what they actually need. Wow, look at all these units. This is insane. Okay, so I think if we're looking at our units here, so if we've got, let's zoom in on them a bit. We've got a lot of tank units, haven't we? Okay, so you've got these guys. Wow. They look pretty badass. Look at that heart attack. That's insane. So let's have a look then at what the majority of our army actually is at the moment. So 43 motorized infantry. So that's these guys. So they're the motorized infantry who literally have no equipment whatsoever. Okay, so I think for now we just need to focus on trying to get some support. Look, these guys literally have nothing. They have 2 fighting vehicles out of 200. So yeah, we need to just work on getting stuff out to people. Logistically, we are way off where we need to be on a lot of things. So let's see what we can do logistically to try and help with that. Okay, so then we need some of them as well to upgrade. 3,700 of those in storage. Okay. Equipment again being stockpiled. Get some of these out. Stockpiling those for the moment. Get those done. Okay, artillery, utility vehicles, and helicopters. Let's have a look at some tanks. Engineering tank, MBT. What's the light tank? Let's have a look. What sort of tanks we have? Main battle tank, armored personnel carriers, infantry fighting. So main battle tank is a Type 96. Okay. So let's start building some of these Type 96 tanks. Type 96. Engineer tank 85. Military engineering vehicle. Main battle tank. So that would be the one. The 85 one. We don't have a newer one than that. Okay. So outdated equipment. Okay. Well, let's just go with that for now. Okay. And we're going to look at some planes too. My God, look at all these light jets. Light fighters. Strike fighter is a combat aircraft designed primarily as an attack aircraft. Let's start raking some of them in. We're still okay for stuff at the moment, so brilliant. Let's start with that. Available planes in reserve. That's fine. I assume we have really quite a lot of planes. Okay, we don't have any airplanes whatsoever. Do we not have a single airplane? We've got some in reserve. Okay, we've got plenty of planes in reserve, so we can call them up if we want to. For now, I think we should do. So let's go to the capital of China, Beijing, and we'll call in a load of airplanes. Let's call 740 of those in. Lovely. Let's go here. And we'll call in some more of those. Lovely. Let's just get some planes maybe down here too. In Yunnan. Call some planes up. And then maybe a few more up north here in Gansu. Brilliant. So we've called up a few planes. So we have outdated equipment in production. Apparently. That must be one of the boats. The Type 3 class. Yeah, let's go for that one. Cool. Decisions available. So there's a lot of decisions you can look at making as well. As you can see, there's just so much to this game. It is insane. There's just so much to this game. No template for the helicopters that we're making. There is apparently no template for them. Are we making helicopters? No template. You're producing equipment. You have no division. TRA helicopter 1965. Okay, so let's not worry about that one at the moment. Let's just continue to make equipment. Okay. Pro-Western propaganda, emerging outlook propaganda. We're not going to spend money, we don't have any. Cool. So we're just going to start assigning some of our units. Okay, so I've just put all the men together there in our units. Now we're just sort of garrisoning for the moment. So let's have a look. So we've got a few non-aggressive packs. Pakistan want to sign a non-aggressive pact with us. No. Cambodia, no. Last date, no. Why would I want to sign a non-aggressive pact with you people? And we need to just logistically keep working on what we have. Balance is the daily equipment balance. So we are low on stuff, so we just need to keep making that at the minute. So we have started the game. We are escalating time now. Slowly. Our fuel is drastically dropping. Now we're all moving around the map a bit. USS Cole bombing. The United States Naval Commanders report the destroyer USS Cole was attacked by Al-Qaeda network. Send our condolences to America. We send our heartfelt condolences. So decisions available. We're not going to worry about any of those at the moment. Research we've got ongoing. Diplomacy, obviously we've got a couple of nations that like us, like the WA state and Pakistan. We have guaranteeing the independence, and we are improving relations. Pakistan is improving relations. China is the master of Hong Kong, which is down here. Where's Hong Kong these days? Down here. There it is. That's Hong Kong at the minute. Yeah. Request forces, boost party population, improve relations. That's all we can really do. I mean, we're their masters at the moment, apparently. Right, so let's continue the game a little bit. I'm just moving a few guys around just to garrison in some of the main towns and cities. Russia took Chechnya, so there was a war there. Russia won. Okay, so Russia have taken Chechnya. We're just looking to regroup our men here. We are gaining a little bit of command power, which is cool. We have only 500,000 manpower, which is not actually that much. But at the moment, we're just waiting until these guys basically start to feel a bit more prepared, because at the moment they're just not. They just don't have enough equipment. I mean, the equipment is what, 69. So yeah, the equipment will be going up. It will be getting better. 83% they're at now, which is a lot better than it would have been before. Okay. So we don't have any divisions in basic training at the moment because we're just waiting to logistically be in a bit of a better position for it, and then we can look at it. Main battle tank, the average production efficiency. So we've got main battle tanks and small arms, which I know we're hard working on. Small arms, yeah. We're hard at work on all of these things. Basically, we just need to get the reinforcements out. The one China policy has gone through. So you got the two systems, or you got the one system. So two systems. While most of China can still conform to our existing form of governance, we should keep Deng Xiaoping's one country, two systems principle and allow for certain parts of China to maintain their own unique political, economic, and legal systems. Approach will reduce oppression to our authority. No. We got to go for one, surely. One policy, one China. We've got to be unite. A united communist China is what we're going for. Okay, so we can now have a look at modifying the government for the first time in a while. So let's have a quick look into this now. So what we can do is do sort of some of these highlighted bits here. So we can have a look at moving on. So you've got small military spending. You can go to tiny military spending, but basically saves you money. We are in debt at the moment. Click to borrow $1 billion. No, I don't want to be doing that. I just want to pay as much of it off as we can, I guess. Pay money off. Okay, cool. You got extensive police and intelligence apparatus, basic support for primary and education, military lockdown. So we can also add some of these weapon manufacturers. Yeah, mixed economy, volunteer service. Okay. So again, I'm just gonna wait a little while, I think, till we get a bit more political power. So I've gone well over 300 now. So what can we change? What do I need to change these? 1,800. 744. So the corruption level, the lower the corruption level, the better. So I'm going to wait to lower the corruption level, which gives us what we want. The Uyghur Muslims across Xinjiang are currently engaging protests calling our so-called oppressive and discriminatory policies. We should decide whether we should preserve the status quo or make some changes. We should contain the protests. Lovely. Right. Modify government. Again, we know we can modify it, but we're going to wait a little while. That's fine. Decisions to be taken. Retire as leader. Well, it certainly would come as a shock and cost a high political price and forever rule out the possibilities of Xinjiang returning to politics. There is an open possibility to retire and spend more time with the family. No thanks. I don't want to retire. Why would I want to retire? What are you doing on our border, Kazakhstan? Hey? Kazakhstan, #1. Auto saving. Okay, so the one system has finished. Let's pop into the next national focus. So, so we can look at pressurizing Hong Kong and Macau. Macau. The special administrative regions of Hong Kong and PQ Machu currently wield more autonomy than anywhere else in China. By putting discrete pressure on the pro-Chinese size government, we can bring to reduce this autonomy. Chinese aggression increases by 1. Gains 60 Chinese influence and changes in popularity of nationalists. Formal annexation. Yeah, that maybe I don't think the British would like that too much. Combat the traitors. We've not forgotten the despicable decisions of Zhang Zhixi and his cronies. The PRC National Building Project will never truly be completed until the traitors who fled Taiwan meet the fate they deserve. Game-based war sport, changes in popularity of emerging. Republic of China. Chinese aggression increases by 1. Game-based stability. Consider electoral reforms in Hong Kong. Hong Kong's future. Okay. Or we can. I'm going to move into this preserve the revolution one for now because that only takes 35 days. So let's crack on and get that one done. Interesting times. We look at the North Koreans here as well. You don't want to be fighting. Look how many men they have. They have a lot of men. I mean, ours are hopefully starting to get a better supplied now. Which they are. I mean, without doubt, they're much better supplied than what they were before. So we will start making more units soon, but not yet. Not yet, because we still need more supplies. We still need more supplies. The Chinese 2000 report on foreign influence. The intelligence services of China have prepared a report on the influence foreign governments wield upon our nation. For the sake of our sovereignty, we must seek a limit to this influence. Okay. The following nations hold influence over us: United States, Japan. Combat. Only costs 100, but I was gonna save it to get some corruption out the country and start improving things. So preserve the revolution's done. So we can have a look at a few of these now. You've got internet crackdown, which just pushes us towards, it's not something we want to be doing. We really need to be doing at the moment. Regional influence, again, increases the political power slightly. Just keep increasing the power because it's going to allow us to make this change. So you have corruption level, basically. So you have like 10. Corruption in our country is specific, entrenched, Semitic, and unprecedented in scale and reach. It lowers, basically. So you've got 7. Our country has long suffered with widespread and endemic corruption. So stability -4, research speed -14%, military and industry output -14%. That's massive. Tax revenue -20%. So this basically just lowers that all somewhat, and helps us move. So we can actually move now. It only costs 639 now. So there, we've lowered it. We're now pretty much making what we're losing. Vladimir Putin has been elected president. Okay. So yeah, that's cool. That's a start. Subjects view, Hong Kong. Change in autonomy. Level to annexed. Into 130 power. So we could just annex Hong Kong. I mean, but that's gonna really piss people off. So I think for now we'll just hold our guns on that one. Okay, so again, we can look at making more changes. So regional influence, we've done that now as well. So, end the Kim dynasty. Kims have presided over brutal and rigid dictatorship that we've been forced to throw away behind. The state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue. Jesus. Declare war on North Korea. I'm not. That's not something I really want to be doing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to... So you've either got state atheism, so, or you can greater freedom of religion. So, Return of the Dalai Lama. I think... Yeah, it's difficult. I think we're going to proper state atheism. You know, It's a game base stability plus 5%. That lowers the stability, which is already low. So yeah, we're gonna look at trying to raise the stability. Clamp down on the religious beliefs that we have. Let's have a look what's going on out there in the world. So Vladimir Putin forms a new government. Okay. United States finalise arms sales. What's happening here? Hey, Tony? Tony Blair. Okay, great. So we're now back over here to China. Investment offer from the United States. The United States proposed to construct one-time civilian. Right. The full project costs $12 billion. American gameplay influence and profit from the. No, go away. We don't want your one civilian factory. We're building enough as it is. The Central Bank of China warns possible housing bubble. We regret to inform that a sizable portion of our expert team, the best and brightest Chinese economists, are spotting early signs that Chinese housing market is overheated and could be heading towards a bubble that's ready to burst. Keep in mind that predicting the future is difficult and hard work, so it may be our experts are wrong. We would, of course, never dream to give your excellency orders on what to do. You can cool down the market, so you can change it from booming to just fast growth. Stability goes down 2%. Construction speed goes down. Tax. Oh no, it's fine. Enough nonsense. Non-aggressive pact with Wa State. Okay. And Cambodia want to sign a pact too. I mean, we'll sign it. It's fine. Like, where's Cambodia? It's over here, isn't it? Where is Cambodia's down there. Invite the faction. GCC, Gulf State sign joins defensive pact. So that again we can lower when it is again 639. So I think that's a good thing to do. Decisions. That again, they're not. The influence is still just so low. Right, what's this? Cross-strait relations. The Chinese Civil War ended with two alternate governments claiming to lead the entirety of the Chinese nation. The PRC based in Beijing and the ROC headquarters in Taipei while in 1992 both governments set aside the issue, agreeing there was only one China but disagreeing on who was the rightful ruler of it. Pro-independence figures in Taiwan have criticised the consensus and called for the establishment of an independent nation of Taiwan. The relative popularity of the pro-reunification Pan-Blue Coalition and the pro-independence Pan-Green Coalition in Taiwan serves as a rough approximate to the opposition and to support the independence. So you got Kunming New Party, People's First Party, total support. What does that do? Wow. You got Xi Nangling as well. The Olga minority of Zhangling has for a long time been viewed by Chinese authorities with suspicion. Raid militia hideouts. I think we'll leave it all for the minute. Still British state secrets. Change flag. We can change our flag to better represent the current ruling party. Isn't that what it already is? Open infantry tab. Okay. We don't need to buy foreign military equipment at the moment, really. I mean, the only thing we could do would be, well, yeah, some infantry fighting equipment, whatever that is. This thing. Yeah, infantry fighting equipment is what we definitely need. Which is that one. IFV 1980, so the... potentially. 9 units of Stinger. No, you're right. Counter-terror operations. International recognition. There are some unrecognized states that wish to enter the international community. Okay. Recognize the Taliban government. Let's do it. Could you imagine? Jesus. Recognize Palestine. I mean, we could just cause shit, couldn't we? Really, but I think for now we'll bear that in mind. But we want to focus on lowering our own corruption by spending our political power on that, because we want to focus on ourselves first and foremost, without a doubt. Okay, so we have a non-aggressive pact from sign from Pakistan. We'll just accept it. It's fine. Right, we're gonna infantry fighting equipment is still so low. We're still nowhere near where we need to be on infantry fighting equipment. Which is that, isn't it? The IFV. Yeah. We'll get there though. We'll get there. Right, proper state atheism's kicked in. So that's increased our stability slightly, which is good. Crush the Falun Gong. While in the past we have tolerated and even to an extent supported Falun Dafa, the cult has grown to a dangerous level and must be crushed. Communist cadres increased opinion of Zhang. Well, that seems like a decent thing to do. Combat Islam. Okay, I think we might just have a look at Chairman Zheng's reign. You know, let's just see if we can try and do stuff to help the country a bit. Political power. The successor of the illustrious Deng Xiaoping to the presidency of China, Jiang Zemin, was a man committed to the free market reforms as well as the political supremacy of the CCP. So let's go with that. Oh wait, now we've changed to the People's Republic of China. It's fine. So we've changed to the People's Republic of China, which is what we are. Shang-Chi seats. All right. Typhoon Bill. No. Uyghur Muslims are crushing and currently engaging in protests, saying, right, okay, so we should contain them again, or we should make some concessions. So we're just gonna contain them. We can contain them. Don't you worry about that. Our army experience has gone up slightly, so I think we're gonna potentially edit these. I never know what to do with these. Let's add a. I don't know. Let's add a. Artillery battery. We'll add some engineer companies to that. Let's end to okay, done. Cool. So we are again logistically self-propelled AA. We need self-propelled AA. Where's that? Where even is that? Is that? No, we're already doing that. I don't know. Oh. AA, that. Cool, so that should help that out slightly. Cool, okay. So we're gonna, right, so the chair, blah, 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 his reign has started. So the future of the CPC, or Free Represents Fort. That just gives us an extra research slot, which is really good to have. Again, political power up, but then we start having to make some decisions. But I think we do this one. Political power plus 50, gains national spirit. The Free Represents is the theory of what the Communist Party represents put forward by Jiang Zemin. The theory states that the Communist Party must be representative of advanced social products forces, advanced culture, and the interests of the majority. So, yeah, it helps with some stuff, and it can allow us to get a research slot next time, which is good. Because you want research slots. Right, so we can now look at lowering this again. Number 5, which again lowers everything again, which is very, very helpful. Okay guys, so this last part of the video here, I was just sort of looking at the money side of things, seeing what we can do to try and increase the funds so that we can increase things like the military spending, for example. But I'm just going to end part 1 here. Please do like, please do subscribe. It goes a real long way. I really do appreciate anyone who has sort of lasted the whole length of this video. I know it's quite long, but this is just part 1. I will be making more videos. I'll be uploading sort of every couple of days, and yeah, we'll go from there. Let's see what happens. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Bye now.